Every year, millions of people get a raise, and almost none of them end up wealthier because of it. Not because they spent it on something stupid, because they spent it on something normal. A slightly bigger apartment, a slightly newer car, a few more subscriptions, a few more dinners out. Within 6 months of a raise, most people's financial position is exactly where it was before. This is lifestyle creep, and it is the single most effective wealth killer that nobody warns you about. Today, we are going to give you a specific rule, backed by math, that stops lifestyle creep before it starts. First, let us understand exactly what lifestyle creep is and why it happens to almost everyone. Lifestyle creep is the gradual and almost entirely unconscious expansion of your spending when your income increases. The key word is unconscious. You do not decide to let lifestyle creep happen. Your brain does it automatically. There are 3 psychological mechanisms driving this, and understanding them is the first step to defeating them. Mechanism 1. Hedonic adaptation. The human brain adapts to any new level of comfort and treats it as the new normal within weeks. The excitement of the upgraded apartment fades in roughly 6 weeks. Then that apartment becomes the minimum acceptable standard, and the upgraded standard now requires more income to maintain than the previous standard. Mechanism 2. Social comparison. Spending is deeply influenced by what your immediate peer group is spending. When your income rises, you often shift peer groups, new colleagues, new social circles, higher reference points for normal. Mechanism 3. Mental accounting. Extra income feels like extra money, separate from the budget, available to spend. The raise does not feel like it belongs in the budget. It feels like a bonus, a reward, something to enjoy. These 3 mechanisms are automatic. They happen whether you are aware of them or not, and together they consume almost every raise. Now, let us show you exactly what lifestyle creep costs you in real money over a real career. Imagine 2 people, same starting salary, same raises every year. One lets lifestyle creep take every raise, one follows the protocol. They both start at $50,000 per year. They both receive 4% raises annually for 30 years. Person A, lifestyle creep. Every raise is absorbed by upgraded spending. Savings rate stays flat at 10% throughout. Person B, the protocol. 75% of every raise goes directly to investments. Spending increases only 25% of each raise. After 30 years, person A has accumulated approximately $400,000. After 30 years, person B has accumulated approximately $1.6 million. Same income, same raises, $1.2 million difference. The only variable? What happened to the raises? That's the compounded cost of 30 years of raises quietly consumed by upgraded living. Now let's talk about the specific rule that solves this, the 75% protocol. The rule is simple. Every time your income increases, immediately direct 75% of the increase to savings or investments. Before you upgrade anything, before you adjust your spending, before your brain has time to decide what to do with it. The remaining 25% is yours to enjoy fully, without guilt. The upgrade is earned and intentional. 75 and 25, not 90 and 10. This rule is designed to be sustainable, not to feel like deprivation. Why 75%? Because the research shows that rules requiring total deprivation fail. Rules that allow a real reward succeed. 25% of a raise is still real money, a real upgrade. It just doesn't consume the entire raise. Let's make this concrete with real numbers. You earn $50,000. You get a $4,000 raise, bringing you to $54,000. 75% of $4,000 is $3,000. That goes immediately to your investment account. 25% of $4,000 is $1,000, which is $83 more per month to spend on your life. That $83 per month is a nice dinner every couple of weeks, a streaming upgrade, something real and enjoyable. Meanwhile, $3,000 invested annually at 8% grows to $34,000 in 10 years, and in 20 years, that same $3,000 annual investment has grown to approximately $149,000. From one raise, 75% invested $1.49 million in 20 years. Now apply this to every raise for 30 years. That's the $1.6 million outcome. Now let's talk about exactly how to implement this, because implementation is where most rules fall apart. Step 1. Know your exact number before the raise arrives. Calculate what 75% of your expected raise will be. Step 2. Set up the automatic transfer the moment the new salary takes effect. Don't let the money hit your spending account first. This step is critical. The moment money enters your spending account, your brain registers it as available. Automatic transfer prevents that registration. Step 3. Consciously spend the 25% on something you actually want. Make the upgrade real and visible. The reward makes the protocol psychologically sustainable. Without a real reward, the rule feels like deprivation and eventually fails. Step 4. Apply the rule to all income increases, raises, bonuses, side income, tax refunds, any money above your normal baseline. Step 5. Increase the percentage over time. Start at 75%, work toward 80 or 90 as your lifestyle stabilizes. Now let's address the 3 most common objections, because you'll encounter all of them. Objection 1. My raise is small. 75% of a small raise feels like almost nothing. The answer is that the amount matters less than the habit. A small, consistent habit across 30 years builds enormous wealth. Objection 2. I need the full raise. My cost of living is going up. The answer is to reduce expenses elsewhere to accommodate the protocol, rather than letting the raise absorb the inflation automatically. Objection 3. I'll start with the next raise. This one I genuinely need. This objection has ended more wealth-building journeys than any other. The next raise will also feel necessary. They all do. Now let's zoom out and look at what the 75% protocol is actually building. Every raise you redirect 75% of is compressing your timeline to financial independence. The higher your savings rate, the faster you reach financial independence. The protocol automatically raises your savings rate with every raise. And because your lifestyle only grows at 25% of each raise, your FI target stays reachable while your savings accelerate. Here's what I want you to take away from this video. Lifestyle creep is not a character flaw. It's an automatic psychological response to rising income. It happens to almost everyone. But automatic doesn't mean inevitable. The 75% protocol intercepts it before it converts your raise into lifestyle. 75% of every raise invested before your brain notices the money, before the spending decision forms. The 25% you keep is enough to feel the raise, to enjoy it. That's what makes this sustainable for 30 years. The $1.2 million difference between person A and person B is not talent or luck. It's a rule applied consistently. Start with your next raise. Automate the 75% immediately. Spend the 25% consciously. Repeat. If this gave you one idea worth acting on, subscribe. Every week, we break down the numbers, systems, and frameworks that build real wealth. See you in the next one.